For 14 years, we believed one man spent 5 years creating iPet Go 2. But in this interview, the director reveals something disturbing. Did he actually design the symbols, or was he just executing orders?
And in my film, the thing that people get stuck on the most, I've noticed, is the triangle on the Christ figure and also the eye on the Christ figure on his forehead. And for me, the eye placed on the forehead represents inner vision. So it's clear spiritual insight. For the Illuminati, or the elite, when it's used, for example, on the dollar bill, it represents a total control freak surveillance society. And it's the same thing. That's what the pyramid means. It's a every layer manipulating the layer below it and giving the people at the apex incredible control. And the eye is about being everywhere and just seeing everything. So it's about total surveillance. Whereas what I tried to put it, I tried to redress those symbols. And so I have it on the Christ figure. The triangle means God, it means the Trinity, and the eye means spiritual insight.
Pay close attention to his words. He claims he chose these symbols to represent spiritual insight. Yet, he repeatedly admits he learned their meanings from internet forums after the release. Does a real creator learn the hidden meaning of his own art from his audience?
And then you have the crown of thorns. To me, what that represents, the crown of barbed wires, is the way we are manipulated, and it's kind of like a war on consciousness. So you'll notice that the crown is between the triangle and the eye. So it's kind of like a barrier between my spiritual insight and the divine. And at the end, that crown disappears. So it's like, oh, finally, I have clear spiritual insight. I can see my creator.
He explains this crown as a barrier to consciousness. Notice how smoothly he uses esoteric terminology. If this was just a personal artistic vision, why does the geometry align perfectly with ancient occult teachings? Was he designing a story or following a provided blueprint?
I mean, when I started this piece, it wasn't really, I didn't know much about it. Like I said, it started about 2005. It was starting to come together in my head. And at that time, I didn't know anything about 9/11, like as far as a conspiracy. I just knew it as a time of sadness, obviously, and a marking point in our timeline. Obviously, what I see it as now, it's obvious to me now, just looking at it, like the way it falls. Plus, I have an engineering background. I studied in engineering, but it doesn't make me an expert. But still, when I look at those two buildings falling today, it's just like, oh my God, how did I ever think it was not a controlled demolition? And but what I see it now as, with my research in symbolism, which I didn't know much about when I started the film, I can now see that it's a ritual. It's a ritual about, it's kind of a way to say, look, this is what's going to happen to your economy, because those two towers are a symbol of the economy. And when they crumbled, it was like, we will implode your economy. And you watch your economy crumble.
He started in 2005, claiming he knew nothing about 9/11's conspiracies. Yet, the animation encodes precise, millimetric collapse rituals, and economic prophecies. Think about the Georgia Guidestones. The stonecutters had no idea who R.C. Christian was. They just followed orders. Is Louis Lefebvre the director, or just the stonecutter of I Pet Goat 2?
What's wonderful is I've read so many articles and stuff on, conspiracy websites and other websites, and people that know symbolism, people that know a lot more symbolism than I do, and telling me about symbolism that I didn't even know about in my film, which is kind of, interesting. And so I just, I'm learning as I go along.
Listen to his own confession. People tell me about symbolism I didn't even know about in my film. Egyptian mythology, Hindu deities, biblical prophecies, and Illuminati codes, all packed into a 7-minute masterpiece by someone who says, "I'm learning as I go along." He is a brilliant 3D animator, there is no doubt about that. But he was never the mastermind behind the script. So if Louis Lefebvre was just executing orders, who actually wrote the script for I Pet Goat 2? And what secret message does the TV serpent Draco hold about the future of mass media? We reveal the hidden architects in part 2. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the reveal. Leave your theory in the comments below.